Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I need you all to log on with me. It's been a whole month. We haven't done a Wednesday word. I needed some time off. God knows. This has been a grind since this COVID season, or whatever you want to call it, has happened. And so we took some time in the month of August to recharge and rejuvenate. And so we're back just with our brief word that we give on Wednesdays. A word of encouragement, word to help us. And usually it's something that's happened to me during the week, or something that the Lord brought to my remembrance, or something that's come across my mind. So log on, let me know that you're on here. We just want to say hey to you. God bless you. Thank you for staying with us, and thank you for supporting our ministry. Sister Tara, God bless you, girl. Always good to see you. Thank you for logging on with us just for a few moments this afternoon. I want to share with you on this Wednesday word that I'm calling perspective, because I had something happen to me. Hey, Sister Jackie, you all right? God bless you. Thank you for being on here with us. I had something happen to me the other day, and I thought it was funny. Well, actually, I was angry about it, and then I started to look at it from a different perspective. Little spot over by over off of Southern Avenue in Southeast. I think that's Southeast. Yeah, it's on the Southeast side on Southern Avenue, and it's a great place, but it's a little hole in the wall. I don't even know the name of it. I think it's like White Cafe or something like that. And I go in, I order my food. It's only me and another lady in there. You can't even eat in there anymore because it's so small and it would be so crowded. So I'm on one side of the room, ladies on another side of the room, and there's a young gentleman comes in, and he's looking around. He doesn't kind of really know where to stand, and so he stands way too close to me for my comfort. So I'm thinking like, oh man, this guy that came and stood right next to me, this is gonna be a problem. And I wait and I wait and I wait, and finally I said, "Excuse me, brother, do you mind giving me 6 feet, because we're a little too close to each other?" And he looks me up and down as if I'm short. I don't know why he would do that. But he looks me up and down and says, "Man, I got a mask on just like you do." And I said, "Well, that's not how it works, brother. You're supposed to have mask on and 6 feet of distance. That helps me to stay safe. That helps you to stay safe." And then he starts talking about how he's a grown man. And in my mind, I was immediately taken to how millennials respond whenever you have to say anything to them. My perspective has always been that many of them weren't raised with men in their lives, and so whenever a man has to correct them, they immediately go to anger, and it's really kind of a transference from the anger that they have not having men in their lives. Most of the teachers were women, so most of the people that they respected in their rearing were women, and so they go to this immediate anger. Oh man, I'm a grown man, and he's swelling up. And he's a kind of a skinny guy, and I guess he looked at me and saw that I wasn't, and he's like, oh, he's swelling up, and he's angry, and he's going back and forth. And I said, "Oh, well, you one of those guys, right? You gonna get angry because somebody asked you to give him some distance?" "No, I ain't one of them guys. No, I'm saying I'm a grown man." And I'm thinking, and I said, "Man, I wasn't trying to disrespect you, brother. I'm just trying to stay safe." And said, "Man, you don't talk to me like that." And I was thinking, wow, I didn't really say it in any kind of way. And so I even, told some of my friends, "Man, guess what happened to me when I went to this restaurant?" But then I started to think about my perspective, because as I played the thing back in my head, when the young guy came into the restaurant, there really was no place for him to stand. And he had been in there before, obviously, because not long after this encounter happened, they brought him his food. The other thing was, I had a little bit of room where I could have moved. And so, as opposed to me demanding that he give me 6 feet, I could have met him halfway. I gave a little bit and he gave a little bit. Or I could have given the whole way. As opposed to applying it as a character flaw of millennials. If I knew that going in, one of the things that I probably should have been aware of is that he wasn't going to receive that from me anyway. Um, Somebody wisely once said that rebuke without relationship equals rebellion. So when you rebuke people who you don't have any kind of relationship with, they're going to rebel against that. And so I should have moved to make things more comfortable for him, as opposed to demanding that he move to make things more comfortable for me. And I think as Christians, sometimes we expect people to move to where we are, and we don't necessarily move to make things better for them. As a Christian man, as a preacher, and as an older man than the young man I was talking to, I could have set a better example as opposed to demanding that he do better as a young man. So I'm simply saying that where you stand determines your perspective. And from where I was standing, I had a great opportunity to give the perspective of an older gentleman in the black community, which is hard to say. I'm not as old as some people like Darren Jaime or some of these other old preachers out here. I'm gonna text you after this over, indeed. But the reality is as a Christian, as an older gentleman to him in the black community, we've got to share our perspective by being the best example that we can be. And I failed. I wanted to share that with you all today because maybe when you have the opportunity to share the perspective that God has given you, prayerfully, you'll be able to win somebody for Christ. So I pray that the next time I go to that restaurant, or maybe if I'm in the area, that I can see that young man and I can apologize to him. And hopefully I'll see his perspective better and he'll see mine. That's all I wanted to share with you today. That's my Wednesday word. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Peace.